Hello and welcome to the Emerging Dancer Competition 2022. We do have other things to do tonight, but as you can tell, this audience is going to be incredible, and thank you so much for joining us at home as well. My name is Jordan Lee. I'm so excited to be here with you at the Mole Ryan Centre in the Holloway production studio. It's a fabulous building. So glad you could all join us. We've got an incredible night for you. If you haven't had the pleasure of seeing an emerging dancer competition before, oh my God. It's an incredible moment to celebrate some incredible dancers. We have loads going on tonight, but our 6 finalists are artists from the company who have been nominated by their colleagues to compete for the title of Emerging Dancer 2022. Tonight, you have the chance to see the talent and the artistry of English National Ballet's rising stars firsthand at home and right here in the studio. We have so many incredible people behind the scenes to make this happen as well. And joining our dancers tonight, we have guest conductor Timothy Henty and the musicians of the EMB Philharmonic performing live from our studio upstairs. Our panel of esteemed judges are here as well. We will meet them in a little bit. We've also got our choreographers here who have created 3 new works which are premiering tonight, you lucky people. We've also got our mentors here who have been working with the finalists on their performance, and oh my God, they've been working. It looks good. And of course, we have our audience here in the Holloway production studio. Say hello, everybody. And for you watching at home, here's what you have got to look forward to tonight. I mean, that's a lot to look forward to. And tonight, 6 of English National Ballet's brightest stars will perform before our judges to win the title of Emerging Dancer 2022. And having that really difficult conversation, shall we say, about who is going to win is our distinguished panel who are here tonight. Joining EMB's Artistic Director, Tamara Rojo, are Dana Foras, former dancer with Royal Ballet and Russell Malafant Dance Company. Celine Gittins, Principal Dancer with Birmingham Royal Ballet. Kamara Gray, Founder and Artistic Director of Artistry Youth Dance and an EMB Trustee, and the best dressed tonight, Sir Alistair Spalding, CBE Artistic Director and Chief Executive of Sadler's Wells. And Joseph Tunga, Emerging Choreographer for the Royal Ballet and Artistic Director of Just Dance Theatre. Thank you so much for being here tonight. So, a little bit about tonight. Each of our finalists have been paired with a fellow nominee and will perform a classical and a contemporary pas de deux for you tonight. We're going to start with the classical pieces, followed by 3 brand new contemporary works created especially for this evening and taking inspiration from the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. I'm so excited to see what they've got in store tonight. Our judges will then have the difficult task of choosing this year's winner. But while that's all going on and they're having those conversations, we're going to take you backstage, if you're watching at home, and give you an insight behind the scenes of tonight's performance. We're also going to have a special performance from the English National Ballet Philharmonic. It's going to be a great night, right? And then, when we come back and we do the winners and everything else, we've got a performance by 2020's Emerging Dancer winner, Ivana Bueno, and 2020's People's Choice winner, Victor Prigent. Some fans of the 2020s. I love it. It was a bad year for everyone else, but good for them. We are then going to find out who 2022's Emerging Dancer is, as well as revealing the winner of 2 further awards, the Corps de Ballet Award and the People's Choice Award. But don't think about that now. We're in this for the dance, and I have spent the afternoon watching the rehearsals and seeing everything on socials. You are in for a treat. So are we ready to go? So without further delay, let's get this year's competition underway with a message from EMB's Artistic Director, Tamara Rojo.
Hello and welcome to this very special evening, Emerging Dancer 2022. As Artistic Director of English National Ballet, I am delighted to welcome you to tonight's event. Emerging Dancer was launched in 2010. And since then, it has been at some of the most renowned theatres in the capital, but also it has been enjoyed by thousands of followers across the world. Emerging Dancer is a particularly important event in our calendar, as it shines a light on the amazing talent of the artists within our company. Tonight, we will be live streaming from the Holloway Production Studio in our own purposely built home, the Morayan Center for Dance. You will be able to see EMB's rising star and witness how far the dedication has taken them. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our long-standing patron, Chanel, who shares our commitment of supporting emerging creative talent. They have generously supported this year's Emerging Dancer. Over the last 12 years, we have seen some fantastic performances from our dancers, and I have no doubt that the finalists of 2022 Emerging Dancer will have some treats for you. If you enjoyed tonight's event, we ask you to please consider making a donation to English National Ballet to help us continue the growth and development of our dancers and to create new work and opportunities to showcase this talent. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show.
Please welcome to the stage our first couple of the evening, Ashley Kupal and Noam Duran, performing their pas de deux from Coppelia. Please welcome Chloe Keneally and Eric Snyder performing their classical Pas de Deux from Sleeping Beauty. Please welcome Angela Wood and Matthew Astley performing their pas de deux from Paquita. My jaw's on the floor back there. What about you guys? Now we get to see more, which is even better. Well done to all the performers so far. We are halfway through this evening, but we do have more. We're now going to see the dancers' contemporary duets. These three pieces you are about to see were commissioned specifically for tonight and inspired by the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Our three choreographers have worked closely with the nominees to create these works, which showcase their talent, and these works are going to be seen for the very first time tonight. It's very exciting. First up is a piece, Nephis, choreographed by Jada Tank and with music composed by EMB's first soloist, Fabien Reymer. Some Fabien fans. Please welcome back to the stage Ashley Cooper and Noam Durand. dancing Cha-Cha and Tiara, choreographed by Rentaro Nakaki. Please welcome to the stage Chloe Keneally and Eric Snyder. Dancing interlude on the Jubilee line with choreography by Hamish Longley. Please welcome to the stage Angela Wood and Matthew Astley.
This station is Canning Town.
Oh my God. Matthew, I'm going to need that outfit though, I'm just saying. It's like a cross between Pikachu and the Elizabeth line. Jubilee. Thank you so much for everyone. And now this is the moment where the judges have an excruciating decision to make. While they do that, our interval hosts, EMB's first artist Sarah Kundi and artist Giorgio Garrett are going to take you behind the scenes of tonight's show.
Hello and welcome to everybody watching tonight. Welcome to the English National Ballet headquarters. We are here behind the scenes in our fabulous green room. This is where we have our coffee and teas and our short little biscuits.
The lunches, lunch breaks in between,
In between our classes and rehearsals. It's kind of where everything happens. It's been absolutely amazing watching our finalists perform tonight. I mean, there is some serious talent out there. I would not enjoy being a judge this evening. I mean, I just wouldn't know where to start.
No, I agree with you.
In my
Georgia.
eyes, they're all winners.
They are all winners. I mean, what we've just witnessed and watched tonight, the classical pieces, the contemporary piece, I mean, the versatility shown, the diversity, the connection, the emotions, the intentions, just everything about it, beautiful. Really, really wonderful performances. So while the judges are making that very hard decision on this year's prize winner, we are actually going to be speaking to some of the people that have been involved in making tonight's special night happen.
Thank you, Sarah. And with that, let's start with the mentors. Here with me, we have James Streeter. Hello, James.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
I'm very good, thanks.
Good. James, I mean, you have a long history of the emerging dancer, as you know, having performed in 2011, in 2015. Are we going to do one more?
Maybe, fingers crossed, next year.
I'll vote you in. Well, as a mentor now as well, and you were a producer at one point, there's not really a lot you can't do, James. So give us an insight into how the dancers are going to be feeling at this moment.
I think they should be immensely proud of what they've achieved. I mean, tonight was incredible for us to watch, but hopefully incredible for them to feel the love and energy that was behind them.
Yeah.
Every step of the way we were with them. And what they've achieved in this very, very short period of time is phenomenal.
Oh, it's amazing.
These dancers are never going to forget this. And it's the beginning of their journey into huge, wonderful things. And they really are ones to watch.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's always such a lovely moment watching them transform from the beginning to the end.
Absolutely.
And why do you think Emerging Dancer is so important, and what has it meant for you in your career?
Oh, that's a huge question to answer in 20 minutes. I need a couple of series, I think, for that. I mean, the main thing is what we've sort of touched on is that, the development the dancers make. It's the start of their journey as principals. It's learning new environments, new settings, management, self-management, time management, everything, all those skills that take time to pick up.
Right.
They've condensed it into 6 weeks. And the development, I mean, the talent development alone within this, you've got mentors, you've got dancers, you've got Fabian who's creating music now and learning how to do that, and then someone's orchestrating his music and he's hearing it for the first time.
It's amazing.
The choreographers, everything, it's an umbrella of excellence that we are developing here, and it's just a wonderful format for us.
I love that. The judges obviously are deliberating right now. What qualities do you think they're going to be looking for in the dancers when they're making these decisions? What do you think?
Well, you've got tough questions for me, Georgia. I think the beauty of dance is that there's something for everyone.
Right.
And every time you see someone dance, you see something different, and everyone's looking for something different, and the judges will all be looking for that extra thing that they love. And we've got an amazing panel that are diverse and eclectic, and they're going to capture everything, and they're
Yeah.
going to choose the winner. But as you said before, they're all winners.
They're all winners.
You know,
They're all winners. Just give it to them all. Give it to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's the journey, it's the experience, it's what they take from it that counts.
Absolutely.
And you can't put a prize on that. You know, that's something money can't buy, and a feeling that will live with them forever.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, James. We're now going to move on to Irina Takahashi. Irina is a lead principal with English National Ballet. Hello, Irina.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
You recently celebrated 25 years with English National Ballet. I mean, what a milestone. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You have obviously seen emerging dancing grow from a small studio to what it is today. Why do you think this competition is so important for the dancers and for the company?
Well, first of all, I think it's amazing to see how long this performance has been continued and became such a proper performance. And it's a great opportunity for the dancers to able to show to many people their talent.
Right.
And also not just that then they get to have experience as well to prepare preparation from beginning till the performance. And I think it's all the teamwork as well, that the nominee as well as mentor and the company sort of get all in one, and the company also get to show the talent we have in the company.
There's so much talent. I
Yes.
mean, it's amazing. It's so lovely. You've been working, hands-on with the finalists yourself. How have you seen them progress during that time?
Oh, they've been amazing. It's such a, wonderful to see how they're growing, each of them. They spending any of the time that they have free time, get together, practicing even the 5 minutes, 2 minutes. And they have changed so much, and it's really, really nice to see.
Oh, well, with such an amazing coach, you have such great advice. What can you give to young aspiring dancers? What could you pass on to them?
Well, I think keep dreaming, and the love you have and the passion, that's main things you need to remember that all the time. And I think the ballet is never ending of learning. So you listen, watch, taking anything that you can from anyone.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Irina. That's been really lovely. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us. I'm now going to pass you on to Sarah.
Thank you very much, Giorgio. I have EMB's first soloist, Juno Suzo, here with me. Hi, Juno.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. You are a previous winner of Emerging Dancer, 2014, having won it with Alison McWhinney.
Yes.
What did winning the award mean for you?
I think for me it meant a lot. I think it was the first time that we had double winners at first place. And then also I got the winner for the People's Choice. So I think 2014 for me, it was a big year, not just because of the prize, but also because all the things that was happening off stage, on stage. So yeah. Definitely was
Wonderful.
the year. Yeah.
What impact did that have on your development as an artist in the company?
I think as a dancer, we always wanted to develop our skills. I value the most and trying to remember why we do and what we do.
So important, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. And I truly believe the most powerful thing is when a dancer is by themselves on the stage where the audience can see them at their purest form. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that
But
definitely makes sense, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, wonderful. And so having taken part previously as a dancer and now being the mentor, that frontal figure, how has that been mentoring this time round?
I think every year is different. I think it really depends who is involved and then what kind of dancers are involved in this throughout this whole process. But I think as a mentor, you have to make sure that you're efficient in the rehearsals. You have to make sure that you give correction to them, that you push them at the extremes. But at the same time, you have to build their confidence.
It's creating that sense of trust,
Yes,
isn't it?
because otherwise, is when they start worrying about it, and that's the things that we don't
That's
really
the last
want.
thing we want.
Yeah,
As a fellow mentor, I totally understand that. Absolutely.
For sure.
Thank you so much
You're
for speaking
welcome.
with us,
Thank
Juno.
you so much.
Emerging Dancer is an opportunity to really celebrate artistry and to showcase upcoming talent. We are now going to speak to a couple of choreographers that were working on the contemporary works that we enjoyed tonight. So first up, we have Hamish Longley. Hello. Welcome, Hamish.
How are you?
Good. Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind Interlude on the Jubilee Line.
So, believe it or not, the main inspiration for my piece actually came from me being on the platform myself. I do the commute every morning from my house to work. It's quite a long commute. It's it's not easy, but there's also a lot of time spent on the platform. And I always find it's quite an awkward time. It's usually about 4 minutes before.
It's never quite enough time, is it?
Never enough time
to
open a book,
Yeah.
never enough time to watch something on your phone. So I usually find myself observing people, and that's what led me to actually think about what would it be like if two people could meet on the platform and create a relationship through the means of dance. And so, yeah, that's
Like a movie.
Yeah.
What was it like creating this work from Angela and Matthew?
Matthew and Angela, they're such easy people to work with. Before this process, I have to be honest with you, I didn't really speak to them much. So it was very much like we just got to know each other on the first rehearsal. But they've been so amazing. They're such kind people, so understanding, so helpful, so supportive, and patient with me, because sometimes I have a very vague way of describing what I want.
It's a big learning curve for you, isn't it?
Yeah. They help me out as much as I tell them what to do. It's been a very back and forth process.
Yes.
We feed off each other.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
Yeah, I think
Give
you can
and
see
take, isn't it?
their vibrancy come out tonight.
Definitely, absolutely.
I just felt like I just saw this. They usually look so energized, but tonight it was just
on another level
of dynamics.
Gosh, so how does it feel like to have your piece premiere tonight then?
It feels, I really can't believe it.
A bit overwhelming? The pinch me
unreal.
moment?
I've been watching this competition for years and years. At home, I've been live streaming it. I also, when I was at Sadler's Wells with my school, and I remember always walking home afterwards feeling so inspired, and it just by everyone's energy, and I always. It reminded me of why I dance this competition. Whenever I've seen it, there's always so much talent.
And look at that, and you're being a part of it.
Yeah.
And, so it's been so wonderful speaking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
We now are speaking to Cheda Tank, who choreographed for Ashley and Noam. Hi, Cheda. Having a good night?
Yeah, really good.
Fantastic. Tell us about your work, Nefes, and where did you draw inspiration from?
So Nefes draws inspiration from my previous works, which all have influence of traditional Turkish folk dance. So being half Turkish, I've always had this interest in how I can kind of fuse my contemporary training with my heritage and trying to kind of create
a new language.
Yeah, a new movement language.
Wonderful. But so working on the piece of Ashley and Noam, what was that like?
I mean, they were just incredible to work with. They were honestly such a joy.
Yes.
They were so open-minded. They took on the style so well. And we really wanted to kind of work with their skill set as well. So we worked quite collaboratively on a couple of the sections, particularly the lift section, and it was just so nice to have their creative input as well into the work.
I think that's always important to get that,
definitely.
that feeding through from the dancers as well. And so Fabian Raymer, of course, composed this wonderful score for you. What was it like collaborating with him?
Yeah, that was a really, really unique opportunity. It was so nice to work with him. Obviously, he's got his dance background, so already he was coming from a place where he really understood kind of what I wanted, and we just kind of shared ideas back and forth. It was really collaborative. We sent each other little snippets and inspiration, and then to have it performed by the orchestra was obviously incredible. Going from the studio to a live performance, and it's nothing I've ever done before, so it was like a really, really unique and exciting opportunity.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Jada, for joining us. Thank you to all our 22 mentors as well. We're going to also be speaking to Tim Henty, our guest conductor, and we'll be listening to a little snippet from the Orchestra's Philharmonic as well. Before we return to the studio, though, we will be looking at a little upcoming trailer for our 22-23 season video.
Hello. Now we're in the Linden studio with the beautiful English National Ballet Philharmonic Orchestra, as well as Timothy Henty. Thank you so much for joining us. Timothy Henty has been leading our orchestra with, tonight, and it's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for all of this. We've heard the orchestra perform music for classical pas de deux, as well as some contrasting music by Fabien Ramar's Nefes. Are you enjoying conducting our orchestra this evening?
Oh, amazingly. You know, we've got such an extraordinary collection of music here, from the classical over to the contemporary. We've even got some 19th century opera overture to give you as well. So it's a real mix. It's a fantastic melting pot, beautiful melodies and harmonies. We're having a great time.
Great, that's so good. It's lovely that we can have a great time and do some work as well. There's not many jobs you can do that with.
Not at all, no.
You've recently worked with us before as well with English National Ballet, doing our shows of Nutcracker. And what makes this orchestra so special?
Well, I was very lucky to make my debut with English National Ballet of the December period, doing some Nutcrackers. And of course, it was a very difficult time because COVID had come back and we had lots of COVID cases and lots of cast changes and lots of personnel changes in the orchestra as well. And throughout that, the sort of positivity and the can-do attitude of the fantastic players, not to mention the talent, got us through that. And despite all of those things that could have been problems, we actually had a really successful run, and that in great part is due to, you know, the teamwork and the spirit of the company in the orchestra.
Absolutely, yeah. And really, I'm quite interested. What got you into composition in the first place?
Composition or conducting? Conducting is what I usually do. Composition came later.
Conducting, yes. Well, both of these. Let's hear about them.
Well, conducting. So I'd started doing some arrangements. And I'm not so keen on composing. I like arranging other people's music. I think stealing other people's music and make it into something else.
Steal like good. An artist is always a term I've heard before.
Exactly, yeah. And I decided at the time, I was probably about 17 or 18, my father had conducted amateur operatic societies, and I'd grown up as a percussionist, that's my instrument, and playing in the pits. And then I went to the Royal College of Music and saw there, and when I started to do the arrangements there, I thought, do you know what, I need to protect those arrangements, I want to conduct them myself. And then I saw my conducting teacher conduct the student orchestra at the Royal College of Music, and instantly when I saw him, I thought, no, I want to do that, I don't want to be a percussionist anymore. Well, I still am a percussionist and I love it, but conducting was where it took, and my life has gone downhill from there.
Well, it certainly hasn't. You're performing here with us, so you're doing a very good job with us tonight. Thank you, thank you. But I know how you feel sometimes, honestly, don't worry. Before the interval finishes, you're going to play another piece for us. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, well, of course, it's Jubilee year, isn't it? And we're celebrating this wonderful year and our fantastic Queen Elizabeth, and we wanted to do something regal and something that also was a part of London. And we thought what to do. Also, we wanted something that was theatrical as well. So it tied everything together. We wanted a theatre piece that was about sort of royalty and so on. And we came across, of course, the overture to Gilbert and Sullivan's opera, The Yeoman of the Guard, which is set in the Tower of London. And it's a whole drama about what happens in the Tower of London. And of course, it was written in 1888 at the time of another very long reigning monarch, Queen Victoria, at that time.
Such a coincidence.
So it is a coincidence, and we thought, well, let's make it into a good thing. So we're going to play the overture of that piece. A fantastic, little bit darker, a little bit more symphonic than the Pirates of Penzance, maybe.
Oh, lovely.
Or HMS Pinafore. So we've got a little bit more nuance in the music, and it's always nice as a concert overture. It doesn't happen very often as a concert overture, and I think it should come back a bit more often.
Right.
And we're going to do it tonight.
Well, I'm very excited to hear it. So in that sense, I'm going to let you go and get ready for your next piece.
The orchestra are going to tune up, and we're going to have a great time doing it.
Oh, thank you. And thank you so much to the English National Philharmonic as well. Thank you so much, Timothy. It's been wonderful speaking to you.
It's been a privilege to be here. All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Brilliant. So that brings us to the end of the interval. And just before I hand you over to Jordan, we are going to hear this marvellous piece of music, Gilbert and Sullivan's The Yeoman of the Guard.
so much to Sarah and Giorgio, and welcome back to the studio. Coming up in just a minute, we have the all-important awards to give out at the Corps de Ballet, the People's Choice Award, and of course, the Emerging Dancer 2022, the atmosphere in this room. But first, we are going to be treated to a performance from the last winners of this competition, 2020's Emerging Dancer Ivana Bueno, and last People's Choice winner Victor Prégence, and they will be dancing a pas de deux from La Corsaire. And before their performance, let's hear a little bit about how that process was for them and where they are today.
Emerging, I think, really helped in the way that you grow as a dancer, because you don't just do the corps de ballet stuff that you're used to doing on stage. You actually get to do a pas de deux with a partner, and it's the connection between the two, working together and trying to achieve what will look best for the two of you on stage. So it's working together rather than just working on what you have to do as a corps de ballet. You see that with the people that have danced many years ago. The competition and at what level they are dancing now is a very big improvement.
I just wanted to do it within myself to prove that I can do it. And to be honest, I really forgot it was a competition until like a few days before. And then I was like, wow, this is actually a competition, but I didn't want that to put like stress on me, so I just really wanted to go on stage and dance.
It was a bit of a surprise to win that award, especially because I'm sure a lot of people watched, not necessarily for me, but for everybody. And I didn't think that people would necessarily vote for me. So it was a nice surprise to hear that I had won that award at the end of the show.
It was more of a motivation to like keep pushing, and it helped me to like believe more in myself. It was really like shocking in a way, but I was really, really proud because I knew that all the work that I have put into it like paid off, and really happy. It's really emotional.
Ivana and Victor, everybody. Look what I've got. Now for this year's prize giving, and we want to welcome to the stage our judges and our 2022 finalists. I think we're just kind of standing aside. Oh, everyone's coming. So first up, we will reveal the winner of the 2022 Corps de Ballet Award, which is generously supported by Sue and Graham Sloan. Yes. And let's hear a little bit more about why this award is so special and why the recipient themselves are so special.
The corps de ballet is essentially the body of the work in a ballet.
I would even dare to say it's the company itself.
It very often frames the principles, but very often it also allows the dancers to set the scene for the ballet. So the corps de ballet will be around the stage, they'll be acting the whole way through, and this really sets the atmosphere. It sets the story a lot, and it's a really essential part of the ballet.
I cannot imagine ballet company without a corps de ballet.
It's almost like unreal that all these bodies can move together in the same way at the same time.
A word for a corps de ballet, it actually acknowledges and celebrates the importance of the corps de ballet in a company.
Being able to recognize someone with this award is really special, as it's quite rare that you receive that recognition for your work in the corps de ballet. Winning this award in 2020 was really, really amazing. I feel really honored. I put a lot of pride, a lot of thought into my work, so to know that this has paid off is really wonderful.
A winner is certainly a person who has discipline, who has excellent manners, musicality, resilience, reliability, and certainly a team worker.
It's really important to be a team player. I think that is the most important thing in the corps de ballet. It's generally someone who really cares about the work in the corps de ballet, is really considerate about others around them. Someone who's generally really musical, who puts a lot of thought into their work, is always there, always working really hard. This person winning the corps de ballet award is really special.
An incredible resilience and a capacity to jump in at short notice and anywhere. I would say also has very, very nice lines.
They have the kindest heart. They are so caring. I have such a soft spot for this person because they'll put in hours to help you, to make sure that it's right. They put the same energy, the same dynamic into every show. And I'm personally really happy that this person's winning this year.
So the winner of the 2022 Corps de Ballet Award is Emilia Katerin.
Few words.
I don't know. I'm very overwhelmed from what I just witnessed, and they all inspire me every day. So everyone in the company is making me improve every day just from watching them dancing in rehearsal. So I don't know what to say anymore. Yeah.
So now to the People's Choice Award. It is generously supported by Alexis and Francis Pren. And it is the award voted by you, the audience watching at home. So let's get straight to it. The winner of the 2022 People's Choice Award is Precious Adams. Oh.
This is a real surprise. Thank you so much. And I'm just so proud of you guys. You guys were incredible. So yeah, thank you.
And we have one final award. This year's Emerging Dancer, supported by Chanel. Whoa. Good luck, everybody. And the winner of Emerging Dancer 2022, supported by Chanel, is Eric Snyder.
Oh my God, this is crazy. I don't know what to say. In all honesty, I was probably the last person up here that I thought would get this award. So I'm really, really grateful for this. This is gonna be like my Oscars moment. I'm so sorry, but I have my mom back at home, and she put together this whole viewing party. I just want to say hi, Mom. I can't believe it. A big thank you to my mentors who really were a rock for both me and my beautiful, amazing partner, Chloe, who did such a good job tonight. Yeah, James and Shiori, thank you so much. And I don't know, thank you to everyone who nominated me. This was definitely a huge step to take after starting last season. And thank you to the panel who saw something in me tonight, which I'm so grateful for. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Give it up one more time for all our winners tonight. Ooh. Emotional. I think dance is in good hands, am I right? Yeah. It just remains for me to say a huge thank you to everyone involved tonight. The dancers themselves, the orchestra as well, our judges for this evening, all the choreographers and the mentors who made all this happen. Everyone in the studio here, give yourselves a round of applause. And everybody watching at home as well, thank you so much. And until next year, good night.